Alright, so in this video I'm going to go over the electric fence accessories, basically. The lights and the sign. Basically, yeah, these are the exact lights that were used in Jurassic Park. They're made by Federal Signal, who makes all kinds of stuff. They make all kinds of public safety stuff, police lights, all this, basically any kind of industrial lighting, sirens, stuff like that. They make. Yeah, the model 191X, and you'll see this series A1 right here, which is an early series from what I can tell. Obviously, it sounds pretty early, A1. But yeah, that's it. These are just incandescent fixtures, similar to something you'd see on a runway or a helipad or something like that. Yeah, that's them. They have this matte silver finish on them, which the later ones do not. Which, if you look right here, this is basically the same light, but it's a newer version. I think this is B. Yep, Series B. You can see there. So at some point they changed it, the style. They made it black. Also, they added this like little protective cage over the top, this guard, which you can see the holes for it there. I took them off of these. Yeah, just for obvious reasons, because I didn't need them for the Jurassic Park prop. But I left them at work, but not really important. You can search on eBay and you'll see what I'm talking about. But yeah, so this is the oldest version. This is a newer version. The newest version is actually an LED version, which they changed the model number. Yeah, you see it's 191X. The LED version is 191XL for LED. So, yeah, the fixture pretty much remained the same on the LED version. The this nameplate here is silver instead of red, which this is actually a different light altogether. This is a strobe version. It's the 191 or 151XST. You'll see there. So this actually has internals. This has a circuit board and a strobe light bulb and all this, where these are just literally just fixtures for incandescent bulbs. So pick some of those up while you still can. Obviously, for the look of the movie, you need that incandescent glow. Something like a fluorescent or LEDs is it's gonna be so quick to react. It's not gonna look like the movie. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, so this is one of the newer ones, like I said, the Series B. This is one that I actually had painted. This was a Series B, just like this one, but I actually painted it this flat silver. It's gotten kind of dinged up over time and stuff. It's been in a box and kind of tossed around. Yeah, I mean, this material is kind of hard to paint. Yeah, I mean, if this was on display somewhere, like if it was mounted somewhere and it wasn't really getting moved around, I'm sure it'd be okay. But yeah, I just masked off the nameplate here and sprayed it like a flat silver. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for the lights. These old versions come up every once in a while on eBay. Not very common. This is probably one of the more common ones that you can find, new old stock or used. The newest LED version, which I actually don't own any of those, but those are really common because they're still current. So you could, if you wanted to spend a lot of money, like I said, these are not cheap lights. New, I want to say they're around $250, $300, something like that for any variations. Especially the LED ones, I'd imagine, are probably even more expensive new, just because they actually have internals, where these are just fixtures. Yeah, I've been collecting these over the years. I've probably haven't paid more than $15 to $30 a piece for them. I think one of them I paid probably maybe $60. I think probably for the most expensive one here, just because it was one of the old ones. But just keep an eye out. They pop up every once in a while. I think I got 2 of these for like $7 or something. It was ridiculously cheap, and I don't know. Granted, it wasn't completely accurate. I had to, you'd have to paint it or something. But just keep an eye out. So yeah, so controlling them, making them flash, I bought this off of eBay, and the company was called Gallica, Galaka, I believe it's what it was called. Super nice people. I talked to Jonathan, about buying one of these boards at that company, and this is actually a controller for like a railroad crossing sign, like light and sign. If you had one of those, right here. Yeah. So you got your inputs. It actually controls like pedestrian crossing signs and all that stuff if you have like a setup for that. But I just bought it because because it does all alternating pattern. So the only thing I had them change, which I actually asked them for the source code. They said they couldn't release that just because it was proprietary to them. But they were willing to make some changes to the code. I had them put a slight pause, in between the lights, for the incandescent bulb to kind of catch up, because in the movie you can see that there's kind of a slight pause between the flashes, and with the incandescent bulbs, like especially on the faster pattern, they're so slow to react that it looked a little weird. So they hooked me up. They modified the code and shipped me this one. So definitely check them out. Let me go ahead and plug it in here. Okay, so let's see if it'll focus again. There we go. So yeah, that's it. Yeah. Alternates back and forth. There's also a speed control right here. Make it faster or slower. Yeah, pretty cool. Put it back to slow. It's funny actually if you watch the movie, when you first see the T-Rex enclosure, when they're first rolling up on it, the lights are flashing like crazy fast, like something like that, and then they go up for a close-up of the lights and they're actually blinking pretty slow. So kind of weird, kind of inconsistency, but I prefer the slower flash. I think it looks cooler. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for the lights. Next thing here, the sign, pretty standard. I got this off of a run from a member of the RPF a long time ago. It's probably about 5 or 6 years ago. It's printed on metal. I did the artwork for the sign for this guy who was doing the run, and in exchange he gave me one for free. So kind of worked out pretty good. The only thing is it didn't have round corners when I got it, so I had to actually take this to the belt sander and round off the corners. I also weathered it too. When I got it, it was just perfectly perfectly new. And actually, I used some gel stain here to kind of make the rust in the corners and stuff. I took a little bit of alcohol and streaked a couple of spots on it to kind of give it a faded kind of look in some spots. Took a little chunk out of there, just like some damage, just weathering. But yeah, also put some little holes and little loops, little crimp wire loops to hold on to a wire or however you want to hang it. But yeah, well, I hope that was informative. Like I said, I'm going to try to go through all my props and kind of just make a quick video of some of the less common things. These signs are pretty common. You can buy these on eBay. People have taken my artwork from that thread. It's a publicly shared artwork file, so some people ran with it on eBay and stuff, and you can buy these all day long. Or you can take their artwork too. It's on JurassicParkJeep.com. It's been hosted there for a while. You can take the artwork and give it to a sign shop, and they can print it out for you. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to go through some of the lesser known props. Just kind of go through here, the radios, stuff like that, the flashlight, yeah, I've already done the cameras. That's part of the Explorer build. Got the GPS unit there from the Lost World. Maxa beams. Those are pretty common, pretty standard. Not a whole lot of research or building you have to do there, but yeah, I'm gonna try to make just make a quick video of all these little props since a lot of this stuff was hosted on JP Legacy and that's gone now. So, all right, well, I hope you enjoyed.